Hi friends, Pastor Shane here, and I'm with the boss lady right here, the head of Camp Wannastay, Julie Munn. And we just got done with a leadership meeting with a lot of our leaders here at the church and some folks that play key roles in camp. And we came up with some great frequently asked questions, if you will. I know as we get closer to camp, there's a mask ordinance in our city now, and people are wondering, what are we doing? How are we doing this? What are changes this year? What will be different from last year? First off, let me start by saying this. We are 100% having camp. I've had many people asking me, is that going to change? Are we still going to do that? Absolutely 100% still going to be doing camp. And, hey Cooper, shut up! All right, so this year, we love our kids, first off. You heard me? So this year, we have some things that are going to be different, of course. One of the things we've done is we went ahead and we ordered neck gaiters. They're the like from Survivor, where kids can put those on their necks and they're not going to be laying all over the ground all day. Their kids aren't going to have to wonder where they are. They can wear them as a headband. They can wear them around their neck. And then at certain times, we'll have kids put those on, specifically when we're tired of hearing them. But no, we wanted to make those available. They're just a white gaiter for all of them. And things like when we have passing and standing in line, things like that, we'll have kids gaiter up and some opportunities like that. What are some of the other things we've done, Julie, this year? What's different in their cabins?
Well, first of all, we are running at about 50% less, so 50% capacity basically of what we have in the past. So the nice thing about that is we definitely have more opportunities to social distance.
Yep.
So
there's plenty of space.
Yeah, some things that we're doing. Everybody on the property will have their temperature taken twice a day. And we have a protocol, basically a no tolerance protocol. So if there's any temperature, any symptoms, every parent will be signing a paper that they go home.
What's the maximum temperature?
99.9, and we're going off the CDC regulations. So every person on property will have their temperature taken twice a day.
And for that, I want you to know that we're making sure that every cabin has their own infrared thermometer, and we'll have them at our nurses station and at the cafeteria as well. And
everybody that checks in at the volunteer check-in will have theirs done there. So multiple opportunities and places. We're documenting all of that to make sure that it's done for every child, every volunteer, twice a day. Our check-in procedures are going to be a little bit different. We're actually going to do those from the car. So you'll have stations that you stop at in your car as you pull through. And we'll have basically, instead of tables in the dining hall, you'll do those at each station as you pull through.
Kind of like Sonic.
Yeah, kind of like Sonic, but we're going to do Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A service.
We got it, Chick-fil-A service.
And also staggered start times?
Yeah.
Staggered drop-off times?
So we'll have staggered drop-off times, and I'll tell you here in a little bit where you're going to see that information, but that will help so that we keep a few kids in at a time, getting them checked in.
Helps alleviate the bottleneck so we won't have a bunch of people waiting at one time.
Yeah. So once the kids do get in, they're going to be kept in pods with their ages of 10 or less. So so that we know who they're with at all times. And then within that group, we have plenty of room with our bunks. So we will be socially distancing them for their bunk rooms and their bunks. We will, let's see, if we're outdoors, which we're going to be doing a lot of our activities and everything outdoors, they'll be socially distanced in those pods. If not, only a couple activities that we do inside, we'll ask that they wear their mask. We're socially distancing chairs in the tabernacle.
So when they come in for worship, we'll have orange, yellow, green. We'll have the boys on one side, girls on the other side, and they'll have their own spots.
And they'll be in their pod groups during that too. So those are things that we're doing.
Dining will be the same way.
Yep. Dining will be doing the same way with their colors and their small groups. All socially distanced in there. We do staggered meal times as well. And then we have volunteers that their specific job is runners throughout the day, and all they're going to be doing throughout the day is sanitizing. So they're going to any area that are used by kids, sanitizing multiple times a day.
Kids will sanitize hands as they go into worship, as they go into meals. We'll just have them put their hands up. We've got spray sanitizer we'll hit them with as they go in and out.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing sanitized baptisms as well, just alcohol.
One thing that is different this year that is kind of sad, but we just have to do it this year, we're not going to do family night.
No.
So due to having too many people in one area. So we will do our worship, and then we will also post staggered dismissal times and give you information on what time you'll pick up your child and where you will pick up your child. You will stay in your car for that as well, and our volunteers will bring them to you and get them in your car.
And we also will not have families at our talent show this year either, but we will live stream the talent show. So that's something you can still watch the talent show, but we're just trying to keep the kids, we want the kids to have as much fun as possible. We're not changing the fun. We're still this big on fun, but we're trying to keep it as safe as environment as we can. And so we will still live stream the talent show so you can see that.
So feel free to ask us if you have any questions. Shane, how can they contact us if they have any questions?
You can email any of us. You can email me, Shane, at onechurchjoplin.org. You can email Whitney at onechurchjoplin.org. You can call 417-438-6840. You can private message us on Facebook. There's an email also if you go through the campwannastay.org Facebook page or website. There's email contacts on there as well. Or most of you probably are friends with me on Facebook. Drop me a private message on Facebook. But we're excited about it. And I've had parents ask me, what are the thoughts? Well, here's the deal. Are everybody 100% about wearing a mask? No. Is everybody 100% about not wearing a mask? No. Everybody's all over the place. We're going to err on the side of safety. We're going to err on the side of fun. And we want these kids to have a blast, and we're doing everything that we can to make that happen. So we're still having the same great food, we're still having the same great activities. Some of those we're changing the way we do the activities and not mixing them up so much so the kids can still do it. Here's the deal. What you can be doing is praying for us. We want these kids to know that they're loved so much by Jesus that we are willing to walk through anything to make sure that they know Him. And that's what we're doing, and that's why this matters. So for those of you that are with us that are coming to camp, we can't wait. We have been praying about it. We're excited about it and prepping for it. And for those of you that have made it happen, you've donated, you've done things behind the scenes, thank you. We're on the homeward stretch, and we can't wait for the 28th to get here.
One last thing, if you will check the website, www.campwannastay.org. Also, we have a Camp Wannastay event page that is out there on Facebook. Both of those two locations will have more information about drop-off and pickup and specific times that you'll be asked to bring your child and pick them up. Those will be posted on those two sites later this week. So look for that. Email us if you have any questions, but Camp Wannastay 2020.
Yep. Knock it off, Cooper! Can't wait for camp.